My name is Andrew Walsh. I've been doing this for 5 long years. Woo! This one's going to be interesting. Gentlemen, why don't you introduce yourselves for the crowd?
Hi, my name is Ethan Van Sciver, and I draw comic books for DC Comics. Maybe you've heard of them.
Hi, I'm Ken Lashley, and that's all you need to know.
We're going to take some suggestions from the crowd, and then once we have a few suggestions, we will let these fine gentlemen decide whether or not your selections are worthy of their talents. Yes, sir? Etrigan the Demon. Interesting. In the back, yes. The Shape? The Shade. All right. Yes? Super Pets.
Don't listen to her. She asked me to draw a Plastic Man. That's the only one in my 20-year career. You draw Plastic Man? I go, are you serious? What's a Plastic Man?
Yeah. Yes,
Etrigan Man sounds good.
Big Daddy from BioShock. Still shaking his head. This is good. Yes. Azrael. Cable. Oh, wait, hang on. I think we got it.
Do you know how to draw his whole costume?
Absolutely not.
I know his face.
Well, let's just make it up. We're professionals. Let's make it up. Who's going to know if we did it wrong?
I think that we could do it.
Let's go.
So it's Etrigan?
I guess.
All right.
Look.
This
is your country. I am just a foreigner here. I'm a guest here.
We love everybody. Basically, with Canada, once you've set foot in this country, we consider you Canadian. It's pretty much it. You know, if you spent any time here, you're Canadian now.
That worked out well during Vietnam.
It totally, absolutely. We got a lot of great people out here now. So, who's challenging for you as an artist?
Etrigan.
That's what I'm thinking right now too. Why did we pick this?
I've made a huge mistake.
Oh, whatever. They're not going to know the difference.
These people are all stupid.
These guys are Canadians, buddy. That's not true.
Just draw gargoyles instead. I don't even remember their names. What's the big gray one's name? Goliath? Goliath, there you go. I guess I remember Goliath. How do you forget Goliath? And then there was Troy, and Troy, because she was voiced by Marina Sirtis. That's why I call her Troy. Brooklyn, thank you. Lexington, Bronx. Okay, it's all coming back now. It's a quality show.
I like that show.
Starred pretty much the entire cast of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
That's right.
It was pretty bright casting on their part. Before the days of stunt casting, I would say.
We say Thundercat, was it?
No, Gargoyles.
They said Thundercats.
Thundercats, dear God.
I love that show.
Really? I never liked it. It was something creepy about it.
I love that show.
It was creepy.
Yeah.
I love that
Lion.
He was a child that
Like
could turn
that?
into a man.
Hey, man.
That's just wrong.
I don't like that show. It was the only, Panthro was kind of like the black guy on TV. It was like, he could make stuff. He made Thunder Tank for crying out loud.
Who did Panthro was black?
Obviously. He's bald.
He's bald.
I mean, and he was gray, so he's halfway there.
I don't know. That Thundercat story was definitely like a phallic symbol, and that's why I.
Whoa! I liked it for the sword. I guess he's right.
He-Man too. Think about He-Man too.
But didn't Brock Lesnar get the Thundercat sword tattooed on his chest? Is that not what it is?
You know way too much about Brock Lesnar.
Oh, the commission question. I always love the commission question. Strangest commission you've been asked to draw?
Should I say it? Plastic Man?
Plastic Man.
What is it with this anti-Plastic Man?
No, it's just that's all.
I love Plastic Man. Well, I'll tell you, somebody asked me to draw, actually it was two guys, and it was here at Fan Expo where smart asses seem to be everywhere, because these two brothers came up to me. The first guy goes, "Hey, I want you to draw me a picture of Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, but everybody forgot his birthday." And I went, "Okay." So I drew Hal Jordan, and everybody forgot his birthday. And the next guy came up to me, and he's like, "I want you to draw Hal Jordan too, but everybody remembered his birthday." And that felt much better to draw. I like that picture better.
So basically, we have sociology students asking you guys to do commissions now. Observe the artist's reaction when you ask him to draw a sad Green Lantern. Hello.
I'll find out a few things about his childhood through this. What is it like when people don't remember your birthday? Ethan, will you draw that for me, please? Are you coloring yours or no?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I kind of like this sketch duel. This is kind of fun.
I don't know if it's
I
fun
was
at
kind
all.
of dreading it at first.
I don't think it's fun at all, Ken. I don't think it's funny either.
It is fun. Boys in the Hood think it's fun. Very fun.
And it's poorly moderated, too.
I'm done. I'm just saying this is done.
You're just saying it's done?
Yeah, I mean, I could doodle it forever, couldn't I?
Just don't sign it as Ken Lashley.
We all could do that, right?
It looks good. I mean, I don't know.
It does. I think it looks fantastic. And I think you'll all agree when you see it up on the screen in just a few
Ken's
moments.
is so much better. He has a home team advantage, though.
That's true.
Yeah, you can throw that up there. All right.
Etrigan's a pretty Irish name, isn't it? Damon Etrigan?
It is. Etrigan, originally, before he denied his heritage.
Thief and Begora.
That's gorgeous.
We'll do all the draws at the end.
What? You want to just trade? I think these people get to keep them.
Let's fight for free. We're going to get in my line. You guys are going to get in our lines after this.
Oh my god. All right, what are we doing?
What are you laughing for?
Want to take more suggestions or use one of the other ones?
My Little Pony.
I don't want to do any of the other ones. Let's see if someone has
All right.
something better.
Something quick. You get in the blue shirt. Yes, you. You're looking terrified. No, that's been done.
I can do that.
Yes.
We're in Toronto. Let's keep it Canadian. Do Deadpool.
Deadpool? Is Deadpool Canadian? Really?
Of
I think Ryan Reynolds is. Yes.
Yellow Lantern Batman.
Yellow Lantern Batman. It's not going to... Yep. Okay.
Getting a beaver tail.
Sorry. Scarecrow. And... Yeah. Rorschach. Any others?
Rorschach from Welcome Back, Kotter.
That would be amazing. I believe he said Rorschach from Watchmen, but Rorschach would be much more interesting.
You're spending more time.
All right, you're very excited.
It's
Man
silly.
Let's just draw something. We just draw something.
All right, they're just going to riff it.
We will just draw.
They're just going to call upon their abilities as incredible artists. So growing up, what did you guys like? Not necessarily even influenced you, but something that you really enjoyed as a youth.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think of someone who didn't turn out to actually be a dick when I met them.
That's going to be tough.
You know.
Seriously, you need to be like, oh, I loved your stuff. Why are you such a D-bag? Wow.
Oh, you know who I love who turned out to be really sweet is John Bogdanove.
Okay.
And John Bogdanove drew Superman, but I loved him when he was drawing Power Pack and my favorite miniseries of all time, inked by Terry Austin, Fantastic Four versus the X-Men. It's a 4-issue miniseries from 1987, which was so incredible. Changed my life. I think Chris Claremont wrote it, so people say Your Funeral a lot in it. And what else did Chris Claremont always say in the X-Men?
I don't know.
Say this. You didn't read it, did you?
Not really.
I'm trying to remember that. I collected those at the time, and I don't remember that crossover.
Oh my god, it was so good. Reed Richards. Okay, Sue Storm finds a hidden journal in Reed's possessions, and it basically contains the plans to make them into the Fantastic Four. He built the rocket specifically to turn them into monsters.
Okay, that does.
And he's like, look, his whole plan in it and everything. He's like, somebody's got to, the Cold War, et cetera, somebody's got to do something about it. And Sue and Johnny and Reed, or Ben flip out on him, and it's so good, so good. In the meantime, Franklin Richards having dreams that his father is a murderer and he's killed the X-Men, and it's all so graphic and scary and wonderful. It's really good stuff.
How did I miss that?
I don't know, because it really was the best thing I read in the 80s. And no comic is compared to it.
I started collecting during the Secret War, and that was 85, I think.
Yeah. Oh, you should have caught this.
That's weird. I gotta.
Did anybody read that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Okay, so that's good. We're not hallucinating it. That's key. Maybe it's on Marvel Unlimited. Anybody subscribe to Marvel Unlimited? Seriously? Nobody? Oh my god. It's like Netflix for comics.
What do you get? Is it like digital comics?
Yeah, you can read it on your iPad. They have a pretty broad swath of comics from the entire run, like from the 60s. There's some weird gaps, like even Secret Wars 2. For some reason, it doesn't include the last issue. I don't understand how you could not include the last issue, but
keep everyone in suspense.
Yeah, that makes sense. But DC needs to do something similar pretty soon. But
not yet. Let us make some money first. We're still getting royalties on digital stuff, and it's great.
It's critical.
Stuff we did 20 years ago.
Ken, what did you read growing up?
I had a lot of sort of sporadic. I think my favorite story of comics as a youth was my mom bought me a Black Panther issue and said, "Oh, you like comics? Here's a comic you should enjoy." And I don't think she read it because Black Panther fought the KKK through the whole thing.
That's so badass, though.
But it was so sick. I go, "Thanks, Mom. This is sick."
You just like it?
I'm gonna beat the crap out of some white kids at school.
Was that during the Kirby years?
I don't remember. There was like I don't remember who the artist was, but I remember there was one drawing in particular where he smashes one of the guy's head into a tombstone, and I was like, "That is so awesome." I totally want to be a comic book artist. So that, it's one of those things. But I was a John Byrne fan growing up. Definitely really loved John Byrne's work, and when I met him, it was kind of cool because I didn't tell him I was a professional. I just met him, and he was eating corn chips. He had corn chips in his beard, and he was talking to me, and I'm like, this is like exactly how I envisioned this, right? and it was cool. It was a good moment, What can I say?
It was not. When was this?
Oh, this is years ago, years and years and years ago. Okay. And then I got a royalty check. I got a royalty check even this week from stuff I did, and my kids are going, "What's this for?" You didn't work at Marvel Comics. And I go, "I did this before you were born. So let's go to the bank."
I get royalty checks from Marvel, and I spend it on DC Direct toys.
Nice.
Now listen. So I'm in New York City, and I'm at a Wizard World show. Okay, so I'm in this kind of middling little convention hall.
Shouldn't have been there.
And no, I was though, and I had to urinate. Let me use that word again. Urinate. And so I went to the men's room.
That's where you should go.
And that's where you go. Not against the wall in the alley.
Don't look at me again. If you're looking at me.
Okay. It's okay. I didn't tell anybody that it was you being.
You just did.
So, anyway. So I go to the men's room, and there's a security guard with a wizard shirt standing like this in front of the men's room. Like, "Thou shalt not pass." And I said, "Can I get in there?" No, men's room's closed. There's one upstairs. I said, "No, why can't I get in there?"
Adam West is in there.
Why can't I get in there?
Oh, listen. Why?
Men's room's closed, sorry. And then just as they said men's room's closed, a third time, Burt Ward strolled out. And they said, "Are you okay?" Okay, men's room's open again. And that's why Burt Ward is a horrible human being. Burt Ward, he was Robin 50 years ago on a horrible TV show, and he shuts down the men's room.
Can I just say, that story could have gotten a lot worse than I really thought it was going to go. I do like the vision of Burt Ward strutting out of the men's room going, men's room is open!
Buttoning his fly. Still buttoning
Exactly.
his fly.
Strutting Vince McMahon style.
All done.
Yeah.
The peasants may use the men's room again.
I am not going to fill in that story.
Nobody.
Oh, I am so relieved right now. Not as relieved as Burt Ward was that day in New York City.
Nobody's going to see Little Robin. Nobody.
Little Robin. You haven't read the stories, have you? About Mr. Burt Ward. I'm going to leave it at that. For the love of God, ask a question. Somebody, right now. Yes?
If you could redefine any character, like origins, costumes, who would you do, and how would you approach it?
So they're trying to get you to work for free. Who do you want to reboot, and how would you approach it generally?
I'd want to take Hula Hula from the Plastic Man cartoon and make him a Mexican. Arriba.
Speedy Gonzalez style, yeah.
I'm sorry. Don't ask me any questions. Ask Ken.
I'm not asking any more questions, man. I'm here to draw. Stop asking me stupid questions, man. You know, who would I? Let me think. I would do Power Man. I would make him a criminal.
Evil Power Man.
Yeah.
What, from Power Man and Iron Fist?
I wouldn't make him. I wouldn't make every black superhero an ex-con. That's what I would.
I think that the only thing that Power Man really needs is he needs black in front of his name. Like every other black person in the comics.
No, when
Black
I walked
Power
in there,
Man.
when I walked in there, I expected to be Black Ken Lashley is here. But then again, I am, so I am. I'm proud of my heritage.
I don't know why Falcon isn't Black Falcon, because there already is
Yeah,
a
it's so
blue
true.
Falcon. There's a blue Falcon.
You think there would be?
Yeah.
And now he's Black Captain America.
I drew that cover.
There you go.
Did you? That was really good. You did that.
Why you sound so surprised?
I like that. That was on my watch. Put that on my Facebook page.
Check the credits next time. I'm just saying.
How boring would a Superman Captain America series be? Like if you did a full-on 4-issue limited series with Superman and Captain America just
you
teamed
go.
up.
You go. No, I go. You go.
Yeah.
You go, I go.
After you.
There would be a lot of justice, though.
God, so much justice. Pretty much. Yeah, there's a reboot for you. Superman lands in Manitoba. Not that far off. I mean, sure, there's some of the reboots had Jor-El pointing directly at the Kent family, but you know, somebody had to just say, just Earth, whatever, we don't care. Just don't die. And then he lands in Manitoba and never really bothers to become a superhero.
Why not?
I don't know, just no real need to help or to be a superhero. Just maybe he plays for the Rough Riders. He's a really, really good football player.
You need a second job, that's for sure.
It's true.
CFL pays Kit Kats, we all know that.
All right, we got 5 minutes. Is that good for you guys?
I don't know.
I don't care anymore.
It's always been good for me in the past.
5 minutes or Superman?
5 minutes.
All right. Any questions?
What did you mean by that?
I don't know anymore.
Would you like me to explain?
I'm filling the awkward silences before somebody says something horrible.
Let it.
Yes. Preferred medium.
Comics?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a silly question.
Comics?
He draws right in the issue.
I like pen and ink. I really do like pen and ink. I enjoy it. Ever since I saw John Byrne, his early X-Men issues, inked by Terry Olsen, that just beautiful, thick, black, inky line. I don't know. I fell in love with just the way comics looked. You know.
That's sick. Terry Austin paid me one of the best compliments I've ever received in my career was Terry Austin, like maybe 3 weeks ago. I was in Atlanta, and we were on the same flight on the same shuttle going back to the airport. And he turned to me, looked at my work, and said, "You're amazing." And then he says, "It's truly amazing that a Canadian kid, a black Canadian kid, is drawing Superman." And I think that's probably the best compliment I've ever received. It was awesome.
Austin adopted a kitten one time and called me up in the middle of the night because
don't tell me.
Super glued its eyes closed. And that is a true story.
You know what? I can honestly say, and I mean this sincerely from the bottom of my heart, you're not a very nice person. And you know what?
I'm going to be thinking about that all night.
You should.
What do you mean by that?
You should be thinking about that.
What do you
But I know you won't because that's the kind of person you are.
That's right. In one ear and out the other.
That's right.
Who did it come from? It came from Ken Lashley.
That's right. The black Ken Lashley. So you know.
All right, this is all going to end in
Are we done?
hugs.
Are we done? Can I go first?
We're done, yep.
Can I go first?
Oh my God. Oh, it's beautiful. That's the best drawing I've ever seen. My favorite character.
Ethan
That is what is he doing? That is all. Pull it down a little bit more. Pull it down a little bit more so we can get a photo. You are crazy. I was like, what is he drawing over there? That is outstanding.
I changed it 4 times. First, it was going to be a Fantastic Four, then he changed it to something else. And I said, oh, he's
after the Burt Ward story?
I changed it right as soon as he did Burt Ward, I changed it to Robin. It was something else first.
Thank you so much.
Every time he said something else, I did something else.
Now, I have some bad news for you.
Uh-oh.
One of you gets to take this home.
Yeah!
I was gonna say, I think you should have it, but it's.
Deprive this audience. 4 people in this audience. We're gonna get a drawing. All right.
Actually, wait a second. I got 5 minutes.
I took you all seriously, and I drew you what you wanted me to draw.
Don't worry, I got 5 minutes. I'll do something cool.
Just got 5 minutes for you.
It is sick what these guys can do in 5 minutes.
All right, seriously now. Let me sign it. I hope this doesn't hurt anyone's feelings. I did that for you guys.
You did it with love.
Is there a lottery or something?
There is. We are going to draw some numbers for these amazing works of art. But give it up for Ethan and Ken, guys. Squad.